Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is going to be my November book haul. I've decided I'm just going to put out whatever videos I feel like on my channel. I think some of these books I did get in late October. I don't really remember when I got them, but they're going to be in this haul as well. I got books from book outlets, I got books from Barnes & Nobles, and a book from my grocery store, and also 2 books from Owl Crate. If you're not already, click down there to subscribe, that way we can be friends. Also, follow me on both of my Instagrams, my Bookstagram and my main Instagram, and my Twitter. Let's just go ahead and get started. The first books I'm going to show you are the ones that I got from Book Outlet, and that's my favorite place to get books online because they're so cheap and you literally get them a week after you order them, which is really nice. The first book I got was Lost Girls by Peter Larangis. I don't know how to say the last name. And I'm pretty sure there's 3 different stories in this book. This is what the back says. I don't know too much about it. They were beautiful girls, popular, rich, lost. The first girl to go missing was found dead years ago, but they know who the killer was. Someone from Talcott Prep, the same school Kristen and her friends attend when they're not busy partying at the local hotspot. But when Kristen's best friend Sam leaves the club with a mysterious stranger, she's found days later, dead. A copycat killing of the murder from years before. Sam's death is only the beginning when a number of girls start to go missing. And as the death toll rises, Kristen wonders if the killer will ever be caught and if she's bound to be next. The next lost girl. So I like thrillers like this, so I'm really excited to read this. Pretty sure my sister has this as well. This was a dent and scratch copy, so that just kind of means that it was previously owned. And I really don't care. As long as all the pages are intact and I can read it, it's fine with me. The next book I got was the Scorch Trials. It's the second book in the series of the Maze Runner. And I didn't realize that when I ordered it, I accidentally ordered the graphic novel of it. So I got it and I was like, oh, this is really like thin. And I opened it and it's a graphic novel. Never read one, but hey, I'll give it a try. The last book I got from Book Outlet, don't judge me, it's my best friend's Exorcism. Like I said, I really like the creepy kind of books, so I'm really excited about this. I mean, look at the cover. It's creepy. This is by Grady Hendrix, and the back says, it takes place in 1988. Charleston, South Carolina. High school sophomores Abby and Gretchen had been best friends since 4th grade. But after an evening of skinny dipping goes disastrously wrong, Gretchen begins to act different. She's moody, she's irritable, and bizarre incidents keep happening whenever she's nearby. Abby's investigation leads her to some startling discoveries, and by the time their story reaches its terrifying conclusion, the fact of Abby and Gretchen will be determined by one single question. Is their friendship powerful enough to beat the devil? I'm really excited to read this. Oh, I didn't even realize that. When you open the book, there's like all these notes that people write in your yearbook at the end of the year. Oh, I didn't even think about that. And this is Gretchen's yearbook, so this is the one that goes crazy. That's all the books I got from Book Outlet, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to the books that I got from Barnes & Noble. I got these using gift cards that I got for my birthday, and I'm so happy I asked for gift cards for my birthday because I actually got them. And then I actually got all the books that I wanted to get. So let's start off with the first one, and the one that I'm currently reading right now is Illumini. I don't know how you really pronounce it, but it's by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. The cover is just amazing in itself, and when you take it off, you get like all of this. It's really cool. And I like how the story is. It's like emails and whatnot. I'm almost halfway through the book. It's really good so far, and I guess I'll just kind of tell you guys what it's about. The year is 2575, and 2 rival mega corporations, blank and blank, it doesn't tell you, are at war over a planet that's little more than an ice-covered speck at the edge of the universe. Too bad nobody thought to warn the people living on it. With enemy fire raining down on them, exes Katie and Ezra, who are barely even talking to each other, are forced to fight their way onto the evacuation fleet with an enemy warship in hot pursuit. but the warship is the least of their concerns. A deadly blank, because it's like blacked out, has broken out and is mutating with terrifying results. The fleet's AI, which should be protecting them, may actually be their enemy. So it's really funny. I find myself laughing out loud when I'm actually reading this, and I really want to get the second book to this. I think it's called Gemini. I could be wrong, but I think that's called Gemini. But this book is really good so far. The next book I picked up, which I actually saw in somebody else's book haul, is A Thousand Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. I wanted it because the cover of it is absolutely gorgeous. And this book is about, says Margaret Kane has done the impossible by traveling to alternate dimensions with the Firebird. The brilliant invention of her parents, her boyfriend Paul, and their friend Theo. But she has also caught the attention of enemies willing to kidnap, blackmail, and even kill to use the Firebird for themselves. I'm really excited to start reading this. I'm pretty sure there's 2 other books in this series. The next one is 1,000 Pieces of You, and the third one is A Million Worlds with You. The next one I got, and I heard a lot of good things about this book, is A Monster Calls. It's by Patrick Ness, and I've heard that people cried while reading this book. I just heard it's a really good book, and they're making it into a movie, and I saw the preview for the movie, and it got me really excited to start reading this book. The monsters showed up after midnight, as they do, but it isn't the monster Connor's been expecting. The one from the nightmare he's had nearly every night since his mother started her treatments. The one with the darkness and the wind and the screaming. This monster is something different, something ancient, something wild, and it wants the truth. I'm really excited to read this book. I love the cover. It's really heavy, and like it's super thin, but it's really heavy. I don't know if it's because like the pages are thick. The pages are glossy, which that might be why. The last book I picked up at Barnes & Noble was one I've been wanting so badly. I've been seeing it in a lot of people's book hauls, and the cover is just absolutely beautiful. It's The 1,000th Floor by Katharine McGee. Look how beautiful this cover is. Like, it's so beautiful. And I think if you take the jacket off, like even that's just, it's so pretty. So this, I heard, is kind of like Gossip Girl, but, which I really enjoy Gossip Girl. I read the books a really long time ago, but then I watched the series and fell in love even more. And this takes place in 2118. It says 100 years in the future. New York is a city of innovation and dreams. Everyone there wants something, and everyone has something to lose. And it looks like the story's about 5 different characters. There's Lita Cole, Eris Dodd Radson, Rylan Myers, Wat Bakrati, and Avery Fuller. And I'm really excited to read this. I have been waiting for this book. I keep seeing it at bookstores, but I'm like, oh, it's so expensive. It's $18.99. Who has the money to spend on that? Not me. But thank God for gift cards, right? Quick before I get into the Owl Crate books that I got, I want to talk about this book I picked up at my grocery store. It's called Revival by Stephen King. I was standing in the line for the self-checkout, and they have bargain books in like this huge bin, and I was like, hey, why not look for it? A book, and I did, and it was only $7. It was set in a small town in New England over half a century ago. A shadow falls over a small boy playing in the yard with his toy soldiers. J.B. Morton looks up to see a striking man, the new minister, Reverend Charles Jacobs, along with his beautiful wife, will transform the local church. The men and boys are all a bit in love with Mrs. Jacobs. The women and girls feel the same about Reverend Jacobs, including Jamie's mother and beloved sister, Claire. With Jamie, the Reverend shares deeper bond based on their secret obsession. When tragedy strikes the Jacobs family, the charismatic preacher curses God, mocks all religious belief, and is banished from the shocked town. Now, moving on to the books that came in my Owl Crate box. The first book I saw was Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and this is just basically a retelling of the story. And I got an email saying that this book cover is a very limited edition, and the only way to get it was through Owl Crate, so I'm very, very happy that I got this one. I read Alice in Wonderland forever ago, and I'm really excited to start reading this. Like, look at the cover. It's just so beautiful. And what's really funny is I thought this was the book that was just coming with Owl Crate, and it wasn't. There's another book in there, and it's Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And I heard somebody say that the books that they're selling at stores, the cover is all black. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I went to Target yesterday and I saw this book and the cover was black. And I'm like, whoa, I have that, but the cover's white. It's pretty awesome. Ooh. I have not taken this jacket off, and I have not seen that. Look how cool that is. Oh my goodness. It says, Catherine may be one of the most desired girls in Wonderland and a favorite of the unmarried king, but her interest lies somewhere else. A talented baker, she wants to open a shop and create delectable pastries, but for her mother, such a goal is unthinkable for a woman who could be a queen. At a royal ball where Kath is expected to receive the king's marriage proposal, she meets handsome and mysterious Jest. For the first time, she feels the pull of true attraction. At the risk of offending the king and infuriating her parents, she and Jest enter into a secret courtship. Kath is determined to choose her own destiny, but in a land thriving with magic, madness, and monsters, fate has other plans. So I'm guessing this is just another like retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but in a different way. I don't know. It looks really good, and I'm really excited about this book just because like I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. That is it for this video. If you'd like to give it a big thumbs up, if you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!